Hi everyone. I hope everyone is fine in such a difficult situation. It is a pity that we cannot see each other at Drupa, but at least it is good that we can meet each other here, right? So today we will be discussing about how can cow inks, specifically talking cow thermal inkjet solution, help to expand your business. So first of all, let's start with who am I? My name is Mark Granero. I'm working on cow as an inkjet sales manager, and I'm originally from Barcelona. I have nearly 6 years of experience on the inkjet business, which is mostly related to the wide format and packaging industry. And nowadays I'm in charge for the TIJ business in Europe at cow. And some of you might already be wondering who's cow, as it can be for some of you a new name in the market. So, but before jumping on the next slides where I'll be talking about who's cow, I would like to share with you our founder's Tomiro Nagase's most famous quote, which said something like, one should know that great success in life is not possible without good fortune, and good fortune is given to only those who work diligently and behave with integrity. And at cow we have a mission. So we have a mission to enrich the lives in harmony with the nature. And at cow, let's say that whatever we do, we always do it with the premise that we will be respecting the environment and the society. So as you can see here, cow is a Japanese company founded in 1887. So let's say that we already have more than 134 years of experience. We also have a consolidated number of employees of 33,000, and our products are being sold by over 100 countries over the world. Our R&D expenses yearly have a value of 58.5 billion yen, which can be translated into something around 450 million euros. We have a number of patents held of around 17,000. And as I mentioned before, so we are green. We want to respect the environment. So since 2005, we've been able to reduce our water usage by 23%, and the CO2 emissions by 18%. One interesting point of cow is that 4% of the net sales are invested in R&D. So in order to realize our Yoki Monozukuri vision, we're constantly making efforts to develop innovative products. So our Yoki Monozukuri vision defines all of our members' commitment to provide product and brands of excellent value for customer satisfaction. So which is the business field of cow? Cow Group is a chemical company that divides its businesses into two big groups. The first one is the consumer product business, which is representing around the 84% of our net sales. And we divide them by four groups, which are the cosmetic business, skin and hair care, human health, and fabric and home care. And secondly, we have the chemical business, which we are part of as an ink company. So this business is representing the 16% of the total net sales at cow. So here we wanted to show you not only the, so we wanted to focus on the chemical business of cow, and we wanted to show you the cow affiliates around the world. So we have divided them in three big groups for your better understanding. The dots marked in yellow are showing our main affiliates for the inkjet business, which are basically located in USA, Spain, and Japan. The orange ones are the ones that are intended to support us to develop certain inkjet markets. And for example, you can see here, you have cow Shanghai, cow Taiwan, and cow Singapore. And the rest of them are affiliates that we think that can also be helpful for our inkjet business development through the time. So we have worked out a new group of companies that will be delivering to the market local sales support service, local currency billing and local delivery of ink cartridges that we believe will help our partners to reduce their logistic costs. Our plan also is to have each local filling capacity to support each regional market. So here I would also like to share with you which are the cow inkjet companies. So here you can see our advanced printing solutions division. These three companies are Cow Collins, as mentioned before, Cow Chemigraph, and Cow Japan, Cow Corporation in Japan. The first one, Cow Collins, is our American subsidiary. So they are located in Cincinnati, have two factories. One of them is focused in the business R&D and ink manufacturing, and the second one is focused in the printhead refurbishment, such as Dymatics or Kodak Versamark printheads. Secondly, we have Cow Chemigraph, which is our European subsidiary. It is located in Barcelona and is having two factories, one for flexography products, and the second one, really near to the first one, is focused in the R&D and production of inkjettings. So finally, we have our mother company, Cow Corporation in Japan, which is having the headquarters in Sumida, near to Tokyo, and the R&D factory in Wakayama. So we all know that the thermal inkjettings are meant to satisfy the coding industry, right? So here is what I would like to guide you with. Here we represented let's say an unknown production manager, but I think it will already be familiar to all of you, because as every production manager, he's concerned about the environment, making their employees' lives much easier, and for sure a cost reduction. So what we offer to these production managers is what you can see in this slide. So we bet for the TIJ technology. TIJ offers a very compact printer that's very easy to install whenever you would like to. It is environmentally friendly, because whenever you compare it to other technologies such as CIJ, for example, we are reducing the VOCs, and it is also cost friendly because of the low cost of the equipment. And some of you might be wondering why they say fresh ink. So is that because they sell the ink without having the expiry date out of date? So no, it's not something like that. It's at Cow we know and we think that we have the latest ink technology for such a technology that has already been running for years, right? So we think that there is already space to improve all the inks in the market. So therefore, we think that we also can improve the TIJ technology by constantly improving our inks. So, for example, whenever you compare TIJ solvent inks to CIJ, there is no makeup needed. So VOCs are considerably reduced also. And just to give you an example, so all of our partners that have been working with us for several years, so they barely didn't need to change their technology, because thanks to our R&D team, their printing output has been improved through the time, thanks to our constantly improvement on the inks. So can I give you an exact example of that? Yes, I can do it. So we developed a new technology that's changing the solvent market. So as you can see here, we show on the left side the common ink. So generally speaking, having a faster dry ink can be easily translated into budgetability, as you can see in the image, because of nozzle clogging. So especially, let's say the decap time is shortened because of the dry ink in the nozzle. So at Cow, we developed a unique solution that's making thanks to some special chemicals. Let's say that we create a very thin layer outside on the nozzle when it's on needle state, and that's preventing the internal ink to be dried. So that layer is that thin that whenever we start printing again, the layer breaks easily. We can start printing without losing for example, the dry time in in the substrate. So in this slide, you can see here for example, two common things. So the first one where we have a good dry time, and the common thing number two that we have a good decap time. So thanks to our newest technology, as explained before, we can achieve a really good decap time with a very superb dry time. And all of this technology represented by our new Sigma ink. It was launched in 2019, and it was commercialized during this pandemic 2020. So thanks to its technology, we have demonstrated to the market that we can improve the decap, the shelf life of the inks, while we are maintaining the dry time of them. As you can see here, there are certain materials that these ink have been tested and we have been working on, such as PVC cards, UV coated film, low density polyethylene, aluminum. So also for your information, we are already working, or we are also working on Sigma colors that have been recently launched to the market. And we would like to launch the following message to all of you. It is very important that you understand it. So tell us whatever you need, and we will tailor our ink to your substrate. So the most important point here is that all of you know that we have an ink technology, which is the one that I already presented to you, and we can try to adapt it to your needs. So whether it's your substrate, whether it's your printhead, or whatever you need, we can try to develop any special color in case of needed. And that's our flexibility, you know, as we are not only a chemical company, we are an R&D company with more than 134 years of experience. So this is the message we want to give you to all of you. So we are ready not to provide the standard solutions to the market, but to tailor our technology to you. So at CAO, let's say that not everything is related to a single technology. As we are experts on delivering to the market several specialties, such as the ones you can see here. We have developed an opaque solvent yellow for darker substrates. And this ink is being used on non-porous substrates, such as it can be rubber or LDPE2. So secondly, you can see here in the bottom that we have developed a metallic silver ink, which is made for decorative applications as well as also for conductive applications. This is a recently development that's under experimental conditions, but we are waiting to have more leads in the market to promote these products and test them in the market. Thirdly, you can see in the top right side, we have security inks that can be used, for example, for applications such as printing concert tickets, or can be used for counterfeiting applications. So this ink, whenever you apply a UV light, it is appearing or it's changing its color, depending on the grade of security that you would like to have. And thirdly, we have these thermochromic inks. This is our latest special development. That's an ink that after applying a temperature bigger than 60 Celsius, it changes its color, so it gets white. So for white substrates, it's like the ink is disappearing. So it's same as the metallic. We're waiting for customers to look for applications on this ink and therefore commercialize this ink. And finally, I would like to share with you our last ink development. That's our Nexo ink. This ink has been developed in cooperation with our partner Funai. And we really believe this ink will be intended to drive the future of the THA market in the next years. Telling you why. So this ink, thanks to its special chemistry, and also thanks to the Funai's ion printhead, we are able to increase the throw distance up to 10 millimeters. So normally, so we would be printing like 5 millimeters, right? But it's not only related to the throw distance, it's also related to improving the addition when compared to other solvent cartridges. So we are able to use more aggressive solvents, and that in conjunction with the throw distance, it's turning our customers' possibilities in front of the CIJ technology to be considerably increased. So can we imagine to print on cans or bottles where THA couldn't in the past? Now we do. So for these customers who would like to reduce the VOC's emissions and to decrease the investing cost of new coding equipment, they now have a possibility to find this solution. So once already spoken about our latest ink technologies, it is also good that we mentioned the Cartridge Technologies, right? So it is important, the ink technology, but it is also as important as the ink, the THA technology that you are using. So this is why we work with 3 main partners. Those 3 are HP, which you might already know them. Of course, you know HP. HP is the market leader. Their HP 45A, 45SI printheads are being used worldwide, and there is no doubt about the reliability of their products. So it's a pleasure to cooperate with HP. Secondly, we have Funai, which was formerly Lexmark. So Funai is a company that's putting a lot of efforts into these market applications on the coding industry, and is looking forward the future, especially as I mentioned, on the market, on the packaging industry, right? And they are trying to offer a different value on the thermal inkjet industry. So one good example would be this Zion printhead, and also one good thing that Funai has is that they can provide customized cartridge for their OEMs. And finally, we have IoT, which I believe most of you already know them. So they have a long history in the inkjet market. They are a very serious company to cooperate with, and they can, for example, provide hardware, electronics, firmware needed to their partners. And one good product they have is the already market established 1-inch cartridge, that I will be showing to you later, and that we also have inks for. So I would like to share with you the next THA technologies that we think will be the trend for the future. That's among all the 3 partners that we have been discussing about. So here, basically, we have a more detailed description on what HP technology is capable of. They already proven their standard HP half-inch cartridge is being already worldwide used. So it is proven to be a very reliable solution. And for those who would like to go for the already working solution, that's let's say the king. That's the best. And in case you need a bulk solution, you can also have it available. Our second, let's say, chosen technology is the Funai Zion cartridge. So with the possibility to print up to 12 millimeters throw distance, they are already opening new market niches. So as mentioned before, besides the throw distance, thanks to our technology, we are also capable to use more aggressive solvents. And this is opening several applications such as canning, bottling, and some applications where CIJ is the main technology. Of course, CIJ on the long run applications might be difficult, but for low and mid run, this can be this is a very serious solution. You can use. We can also try to develop different colors on this type of printer. And finally, the IoT's 1-inch cartridge, which is supplying to the market a wider solution for those who would not like, let's say, to stitch into, so to do stitching of cartridges and need to print a wider image. So one good thing also is that IoT is offering customized cartridge, which, for example, so to their OEMs that they want to have exclusivity on the cartridge. For example, they can do from 10 milliliters cartridge to 210 milliliters. And we think that's been a very, very good solution to take a look at on the market. So as you can see, or you could see in this presentation, at COW we are able to provide you with various, so not only ink technology, but we can also supply you with several TIJ technologies, right? So these together can enhance your printing. So, and we believe for all of our partners, that's the best way to do it, right? So the coding industry, all of you that are here know that it is impossible that every customers are purchasing the standard solution. So we believe that having the most possibilities in our hands of providing you customized solution, customized colors, customized bulk supply, single-use cartridge, different ones, this will help you to grow your business because you won't be losing any, or you at least will be open to get into each customer that's asking you for ink, right? So therefore, we ask you to contact us, to demand new applications, to think about new inks, new ideas that can help us providing even better solutions to the market, and don't stick into what's actual being provided in the market. So think about that. Contact us. I'm leaving here our new website, which is cowprint.com. We launched this website this past Friday, as this is the first website that we launched as a group, as COW, and you will see here not only TIJ solutions, but all the rest of inks that COW is offering, such as piezo from water-based, pigment for packaging, flexible packaging, textile from solvent, UV, LED, oil-based inks, bio-based inks, flexo inks. So there is a plenty of capabilities that we have at COW, and not only in the actual product that we have, but also the 3 R&D and production centers that would be very happy to hear from your thoughts. So anything you need, just you can contact us, right? So now we will be passing to the Q&As. Let me see. So I have a question here. So Sebastian, please, if I'm not doing it properly, correct me. So I think I just clicked. So I have a question. So where the Sigma ink cartridge is produced, and if it is available in Europe? The Sigma cartridge are produced in USA. You know, every one of you might be familiar of about how costly is to send solvent inks from United States to Europe. But as if you remember, so we have 24 months of shelf life on the Sigma, and we have plenty of sites at CAO. So what we did is we established in stock here, even if the inks are filled in the US, as we are having 20 months of shelf life, we are stocking these inks in Europe. Therefore, you won't be paying that much on the transport cost, and you will be having a local supply, even if the cartridges are not filled in Europe. So I have here a question which is saying also if Sigma, so we would be developing a white ink. So instead of an opaque yellow on the Sigma side, so our belief is that titanium dioxide is such a heavy pigment, for the TIJ or for the printhead itself is not that, let's say, friendly. We believe that the opaque yellow might be the solution for such applications that need to print on darker substrates. However, we are studying on how to improve the whites also, the whites performance. So that's a door we don't close for the future. We are studying it, but before telling you openly that we have these solutions, we need to check it first. So we are studying it. So so there's a question says, well, how do you plan to control the environmental issue regarding the big amount of plastics and electronic residues generated by the TPI technology? That's a pretty good, interesting question, honestly speaking. So it is true that these plastics are being generated. This is why we will be starting a plastic recycling program. Well, of our partners would be able to send us these cartridges back, so we will be recycling them. So we believe in that. It is obvious that the VOCs that we are avoiding, it has that in case of using TPI, is having such a big impact that's helping us to be more eco-friendly. So is there any plan to fill the cartridge in Europe? If so, when? Yes. So we will be starting, I'm gonna cross my fingers on that, so it is planned to be on September. We will be doing it from Barcelona, and we will be starting with HP water-based inks. So if everything is well and COVID is helping us to speed everything up, we believe by the end of year we will be able to provide them. So we will be having, let's say, two types of distribution. So one will be on stock for the solvent inks here in Barcelona, and then a filling capacity of water-based inks. That's for the short term. So yeah, and so if are you able to fill smart cartridges? Yes, we are able. Indeed. So now we're already doing it in United States. So once we receive, so once we start filling the cartridges in Europe, we will be also able to do the fill of our smart cartridge here. So in any case, that's something we believe we have to do, and that will be better for our OEM partners. So Sebastian, I think we're already running out of time. So might we, for example, so for those who me these questions. So we will be contacting you. Drupa is going to send us an Excel file with all of your contacts and the questions. So I will try to follow them up personally and try to answer you. And just I wanted to thank you for all your patience, your attention you had during this session. So thanks to all of you. Take care, stay safe on these difficult times, and I hope we can see each other very soon in the next trade shows. So bye-bye.